celebrity every day.
26. Brandon Sanderson is known for his unique and complex world-building found in the Cosmere, but Mistborn's magic system is what makes the series stand out most compared to others in the fantasy genre. While the novels are mainly centered around the metal-based magic of allomancy, there are two other branches of magic, feruchemy and hemallurgy, that also play a significant role in the narrative. Mistborn's magic system is incredibly complex, and often not an easy skill to undertake throughout the novels, but Sanderson's main heroine, Vin, has some innate understanding and unique relationship to the metals that no other character comes close to. Vin is considered to be one of the most powerful characters from the Mistborn series, or even out of all of Sanderson's fantasy books. However, Vin's easy adoption of her abilities has caused some to consider her character of being too overpowered. Due to Vin's natural ability with allomantic metals, it's understandable how some come to this conclusion, but Sanderson makes sure to include several obstacles and challenges that help to make Vin's rise in power all the more believable. And her character's evolution throughout the series is one of the reasons her powerful abilities don't feel forced. What powers Vin has in Mistborn? As a Mistborn, she can burn all known allomantic metals. Vin holding knives in front of the first Mistborn book custom image by Milika Georgievic. Vin has several skill sets and powers throughout Brandon Sanderson's book series, and while she operates very similarly to other Mistborn in the novels, there are a few traits that make her stand out from the rest. A Mistborn is someone who can manipulate, or burn, all the allomantic metals, rather than a Misting who can only burn one. This alone makes her more powerful than most of the population, as being a Mistborn gives her access to all allomantic metals, and therefore abilities. These metals provide varying degrees of power but provide her with physical, mental, temporal, and enhancement abilities. Metal. Ability given. Steel. The ability to push on nearby metals, also known as coin shot. Iron. The ability to pull on nearby metals, also known as lurcher. Tin. The ability to enhance all five senses, also known as tiny. Pewter. The ability to enhance one's physical abilities, become stronger, jump higher, run faster, etc., also known as thug. Zinc. The ability to inflame an individual or a group's emotions, also known as rioter. Brass. The ability to soothe or guide an individual or a group's emotions in a certain direction, also known as soother. Bronze. The ability to sense and detect others using allomancy nearby, also known as seeker. Copper. The ability to hide an individual or a group's use of allomancy from others, also known as smoker. Aluminum. The ability to clear out all other metal reserves, more typically used against enemies. Duralumin. It grants the user a burst of power and the ability to enhance another metal, but quickly drains reserves. Gold. The ability to see an alternate version of oneself, had they made different choices. Electrum. The ability to see into one's own future, and is used primarily to cancel out the use of Asham in others. Asham. The ability to see seconds into the future, and view your attacker's next set of actions. After training with Kelsier, it's clear her allomantic abilities are similar to other Mistborns, although with a few differences. Due to Ruin's hemallurgic spike through her ear, she was granted the ability to pierce copper clouds, and negate another Mistborn's use of copper, something other Mistborns can't accomplish. Vin also had the ability to absorb the mists, the entity of preservation, into her body, making her allomantic abilities more powerful. This isn't necessarily due to any unique ability on her part, but by being preservation's chosen one. Vin snapping at birth makes her more powerful. She was more attuned to her abilities than other Mistborn. A Mistborn cover image of Vin holding a giant sword custom image by Simone Ashmore. Sanderson explains throughout the Mistborn series that many people snap into their Mistborn powers when they experience a significant amount of stress, pain, or even a life-threatening experience. For most, this happens much later in life, and even Kelsier didn't snap until he was sent to the pits of Hath-Sin. It is also explained in the novels that most noble families will beat their children, almost to the point of death, in order for them to snap. However, Vin snapped into her powers at birth, making her experience unique to other Mistborn in the series. In the first Mistborn novel, Vin believes herself to be using the power of luck, and is unaware she's actually burning a combination of zinc and brass. Having snapped from the minute she was born, Vin has never known life outside of being a Mistborn. This greatly affects her natural ability with the allomantic metals compared to others, and provides an explanation as to why she appears to be overpowered. However, it's clear that Vin was not aware of her allomancy until much later in life, as her natural instincts would guide her through using her powers unknowingly. Because of this, Vin's Mistborn abilities are much more a part of her than other Mistborns who have snapped at a later age, explaining her natural affinity and overall power. Vin's family bloodline makes her strong at allomancy. Her Mistborn lineage comes from a powerful obligator. Mistborn Vin fighting Colossus on the cover of the Well of Ascension. The Mistborn book series explains that at the beginning of the Lord Ruler's reign, he created a set number of Mistborn. From there, every generation could inherit some of the original Mistborn's power, albeit growing weaker as the years passed, hence the arrival of Mistings. This power was supposed to be kept within the noble families, making Vin, who was born Ska, an outlier among the others. At first her lineage is kept a mystery, but it's later revealed that she was the daughter of Tavidian, the Lord Prelon, and the most powerful obligator. Vin holding knives in front of the first Mistborn book. Related. Mistborn's biggest Vin complaint doesn't hold up after the later books. Vin's character undergoes a massive transformation throughout the series, refuting an early criticism of her role in the first Mistborn book. It was illegal to have relations with lower-born Ska and to let them live after if they became pregnant, but it's clear that Vin's mother escaped notice, as she had tricked Tavidian into believing she was a noble. Vin's father was from House Tatile, a very pure noble line, making her a descendant of noble blood. While it's unknown who in her lineage was a strong Mistborn, it's clear her ancestry is what provided her with the ability to become a powerful Mistborn to begin with. The hemalurgic spike gave Vin greater power. Her earring allowed her to pierce copper clouds. Vin's ability to pierce copper clouds was one of her more mysterious qualities when compared to other Mistborn, and it isn't until Sanderson dives deeper into hemalurgy that it starts to make sense. Hemalurgy is a branch of magic found in the Mistborn series that allows one to steal or transfer magic from one individual to another by inserting a metal spike through their body. It's one of the more gruesome and terrifying magics throughout all of Mistborn, and in the Hero of Ages, Sanderson
Celebrity Every Day
for 26 greater powers.